What's up, YouTube family? How you doing, guys? So, yeah, I'm gonna go through a little bit of a rant. It's a fun rant, although it's not exactly, because I like predicting. I love predicting, although it's not the best of circumstance. So, unless you've lived under a rock, you know that Charlie Kirk got shot. He got killed. All right, but that's not the focus of my video. The focus of my video is what happens now. One thing I saw, it's horrible to see people shot. So first, I'm going to point out to people, it is never, ever, ever, ever a good idea to take joy in the death of someone else. You're not supposed to do that. I don't care how much you hate the person. Look, I knew a guy when I was younger. I hated his guts. He died. I just simply said, it's done. I don't hate him anymore because he's dead now. My interactions with him in this world are over. Any issues I may have had or was gonna have, it's complete. It is over. That's it. That's the best and the worst I could say about the dude after he died. That is the thing. I learned later on, don't take joy in the misery of others. You see someone else is suffering. They're having problems. Just let it go. Just say you reap what you sow, move it on. Don't take joy in the misery of others. Certainly don't take death or don't take joy in the death of others. And then, most importantly, do not post that on social media for the world to see. You look like a monster. You look like a demon. And if you're taking joy in the death of others, you really need to question if you are a demon. Because maybe if you see someone die and you're sitting there dancing for joy, you know, you got some mental illness and you're going to post it on social media, you not only have a mental illness, you're stupid on top of that. All right? So I'm telling you guys this because I care. If you catch yourself taking joy in that kind of stuff, you might want to correct your attitude. There's people I hate. Something bad happens to them, keep it moving. But anyway, it is what it is. He's dead. And Godspeed. Now, it's political. No ifs, ands, or buts. Everyone who takes joy in his death and parties online, they're left wing. Everyone who you see crying and intensely upset, they are right wing. And that is a clear divide. And now, what I'm seeing, what is the right wing going to do? I heard one person say they're going to, one thing that's unfortunate is that the right will pull back from debating people. They won't want to debate anymore. I don't think so. I think the right wing is going to go even harder on the debate stage now in order to prove that the left did not defeat them, that they are unafraid. I think that is what they will do. Some people are talking about revenge. They want left-wingers to hurt now. The thing about that is that it's very possible that this country has now crossed the point of no return. And I got a feeling that this is going to get worse before it gets better. I think it will. I think the left wing and the right wing are way too far apart, and there's too much at stake for someone to just accept that they're losing. And right now, the left is losing. They're losing hard, and I really don't think having someone shoot Charlie Kirk is going to help them in the midterms. No, it is not. The left looks like a bunch of rabid maniacs. Their image is horrible. Their messaging is horrible. And people don't want to be a part of it. I've seen videos of people saying, what the hell happened to my party? Why are we dancing over the death of someone else? This is horrible. What the hell's going on? I've seen those videos. That it's disgusting. So, I got a feeling we very well may be reaching the point of no return, YouTube famo. My personal suggestion is to stock up. Stock up on what you need in order to have what you need in order to survive. You know? Some people, whenever I mention it to someone, getting prepared for the zombie apocalypse, it's always hyperbolic, but people know exactly what you're talking about. What are you going to do? How are you prepared for when everything comes crumbling down? No electricity, no running water, no one's filling up the water tower in your town, no internet, no natural gas pumping through your pipes, wild roaming bands of criminals raiding people's houses, hurting women, children, shooting the weak, and they're just trying to get by because they did zero preparation. Now they're hungry, they're desperate, and they're going to take from those that have. How are you prepared for that? That's the real question whenever I say, how are you prepared for the zombie apocalypse? Guys, I'll tell you, I don't think that the death of Charlie Kirk is going to end there. I think more people are going to die. And that's unfortunate. So, consider that, YouTube family. Me personally, I'm kind of doing the half-ass homestead thing. It looks like I really don't have much, but, I got some good bartering tools. One thing what I plan on doing, and here's a cheap one. Get yourself some big bags of salt, a fleshing knife, and some tubs. And what's going to happen is that a lot of people, you'd be amazed. You talk to people that go hunt. These people who go hunting, they just rip off the skin and they throw it away. Take that skin, tan that hide. That's marketing, that's bartering. You've taken, and I bet you could trade, I bet you could talk to a hunter, say, let me get that skin, I will tan it for you and trade it back to you in exchange for some of your deer meat. I would bet you dollars to donuts that hunter will take that deal. Now, it may involve some arguing over just how much for how much, but either way, I bet you they will take that deal. So that's one thing I'm trying to work. I'm going to get a fleshing knife and some of the tools needed. Hunting season's coming up. A lot of people around my area hunt, and all of them just throw away the skin. So you can expect that's the content I'm going to be putting out coming up. Either way, I'm ranting, guys. I'm ranting. But step your bartering game up. Right now I'm seeing a whole bunch of people on the right who are going to online and literally documenting the names of every single person who partied over the death of Charlie Kirk. Yes, it's cancel culture. And the right is now taking it and ramping it up. They're ramping it up. So, I'll tell you, if you are one of my left-wing viewers, I doubt I have many, but I might have one or two here. If you do, and you put up a video of you dancing and partying to Charlie Murphy, better delete that thing, because I'm going to tell you one thing's for certain. When I got in trouble and I ended up going to prison before I went, it was political. My case. It was political. And I remember when it made the news, this one girl who I got along with on Facebook, we used to argue against people together when we were trolling. She said, "Oh, John, he's canceled." I was like, yeah, okay. And at the time I thought, canceled, yeah, okay. That don't mean nothing to me. Until I got a call from my job. Lose my job. The client asked I never step foot on site again. Then the company had a meeting in Paris, France, decided I was shit canned. Lost my job. Lost my house. Went back home. Fought a criminal case for a year. Went to prison. I remember while I was fighting the case, a friend of mine, Gavin, he went on Alex Jones on InfoWars to try to drum up money to help me out. God bless Gavin. I know a lot of people got a lot of bad things to say about him. I will be loyal to that man forever, because when I needed help the most, he was there. There was others, but he was there, and he really spearheaded it, and I am eternally grateful to that man. But he went to go see Alex Jones, and Alex was doing his rant, blah, 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 going on talking. And Gavin said, yeah, but what about Max and John? And Alex looked at him, he said, oh, those two guys? Yeah, they're done. They're going to prison, Gavin. Realize that. And I was watching that episode live. I was literally watching live, and Alex just said that. Oh, those guys, yeah, he's going to prison. Yeah, they got him. They got him, Gavin. That hurts. It is really messed up when you're watching InfoWars. Alex Jones looks and just pretty much says, you're cooked. You're going to prison. And then I did. He was absolutely right. He didn't lie. I was cooked. Now, granted, with all the stuff going, they didn't give me the 15 years max. But on top of that, I really didn't have much of a criminal history. I had a DUI in 2005. When I was a kid, I got caught with some pot. I mean, small stuff. Stupid stuff. But, yeah, man, that's messed up. So I'll tell you guys, if you are one of the left-wingers and you put that on the internet, you joyfully dancing to Charlie Kirk, delete that right now and pray no one archived it. That's my advice to you. Because getting canceled online, it's all big joke. It stops being a joke when it gets real. When it gets really real. And you'll watch everything you worked for get taken from you. I'm supporting my family of 5 in arguably the nicest school district in the country. Got a big house, working a job that's going to be consistent for the next 10 or more, 10, 20 years, all taken away. All taken away like that. So that's my advice to you guys. It's all fun and games until it gets real. Because canceling's funny, it's laugh, haha. What are you gonna post some memes? Oh no, it hurts. It hurts real bad. But I don't want to tell you guys my sob story. That's not the purpose of this video. The purpose is of the future and what's going to be the response. And unfortunately for the country, I think things are going to get ramping up. They are going to ramp up, and it's going to start happening fast, and you're going to see a whole lot more. The quickening, I believe, is the term. the quickening. So get prepared, famo. If you're not the type to be an outdoorsy, live off the land type, you better learn something, because I like to know that if the grocery stores run out of food, I can still eat dandelions, red clover. Keep that in mind, guys. You can look through your lawn, which blows my mind. People will douse their lawn with chemicals to kill everything that isn't grass, which is the absolute most worthless of all the plants. Even animals that graze, goats and cows, grass is just filler for them. For them, the real nutrition is in all the other stuff. So I'm telling you right now, guys, I would suggest taking a look at your lawn and seeing what grows. Then in the worst case scenario, you could pick up, put in a pot of water, boil it, and make some vegetable soup. All right, fellas, boys and girls, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button for notifications, share amongst your friends, and feel free, to tell me what you think. Yeah, that's it. Talk to you later. Later, Gators. Bye-bye.